military science fiction, a genre where the grandeur of space meets the grit of warfare. It's where futuristic technology, interstellar politics, and timeless values of courage, sacrifice, and camaraderie collide. But what exactly is military sci-fi, and why has it captured the imaginations of readers, gamers, and filmgoers for over a century? Let's light it up. At its core, military sci-fi is a subgenre of science fiction and military fiction. It takes science fiction technology, spaceships, lasers, advanced AI, and deploys it in military contexts. The stories often revolve around war, featuring protagonists who are typically soldiers, space marines, or members of futuristic military organizations. While the settings can vary, outer space, distant planets, or even Earth in the distant future, the themes remain grounded in the realities of military life, the camaraderie of soldiers, the cost of conflict, and the ethical dilemmas of war. Precursors for military science fiction can be found in future war stories dating back at least to George Chesney's story, The Battle of Dorking, 1871, and of course, War of the Worlds, 1898. Military science fiction thrives on conflict. This could be between rival planetary nations, alien species, or even humanity's own fractured factions. Detailed depictions of tactics, weapons, and the organization of futuristic armies form the backbone of the genre. Battleships become space battleships, and soldiers transform into space marines, armed with everything from laser rifles to powered armor. Interestingly, many military sci-fi stories draw parallels with Earth's historical conflicts. They replace earthly nations with interstellar empires, exploring how wars evolve with the introduction of advanced technologies. What happens when you add faster-than-light travel, gravity-manipulating weapons, or AI-driven soldiers into the mix? Military science fiction is the perfect playground to answer these what-if questions. But it's not just about the tech. Traditional military values, duty, honor, and loyalty, are central to these stories. Whether it's soldiers questioning orders, leaders grappling with impossible decisions, or the bonds formed between comrades in the heat of battle, the human element is often just as important as the sci-fi spectacle, if not more so. Many works of military science fiction are set against the backdrop of galactic empires. Think of vast, galaxy-spanning civilizations, often rife with political intrigue and social commentary. These empires can be benevolent, malevolent, or somewhere in between. Some are collapsing under the weight of their own corruption, while others serve as beacons of progress, until war comes knocking. A key challenge in this genre is scale. Interstellar wars involve vast distances, and often decades-long journeys between stars. Authors like Joe Haldeman in The Forever War have tackled this by exploring the emotional toll of time dilation on soldiers, while others like David Weber in the Honor Harrington series have imagined elaborate interstellar naval battles. Military science fiction often overlaps with space opera, but there's a distinction. Space operas focus on grand, adventurous stories with larger-than-life heroes. Military science fiction zeroes in on the realities of warfare, its logistics, ethics, and consequences. Take Starship Troopers by Robert A. Heinlein. It's a classic military sci-fi tale that delves deeply into military training, discipline, and duty, while also posing ethical questions about war. Meanwhile, the Battlestar Galactica franchise, which mixes space opera elements, still fits into military sci-fi because of its focus on military hierarchy and strategy during humanity's fight for survival. Why does this genre resonate so strongly? Part of the appeal lies in its ability to explore real-world issues through a futuristic lens. Political allegories, ethical dilemmas about war, and questions about humanity's future all find fertile ground in military sci-fi. It's also a genre that evolves with time. During the Vietnam War, works like The Forever War reflected the disillusionment and trauma of soldiers. More recently, stories explore themes like drone warfare, AI ethics, and the militarization of space. As humanity continues to innovate, military sci-fi will remain a mirror to our own advances and our fears. So, whether you're drawn to the visceral thrill of battle or the profound questions these stories ask, military sci-fi has something for everyone. It's a genre that doesn't just predict the future, it challenges us to shape it. This niche subgenre is more than just thrilling battles and futuristic tech. It reflects humanity's struggles, triumphs, and darkest moments. Whether it's through examining the ethics of war, exploring the bonds forged under fire, or imagining the future of military conflict, these stories give us a space to think deeply about the consequences of violence and the value of peace. For war belongs only in the pages of fiction. Outside of it, it brings nothing but suffering, death, and friction. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the fascinating world of military sci-fi. See you next time. Burn bright and burn enough.